morning, everybody. It's Barbie again, waiting for Christopher to hop on any minute. This is bad when you just can't, you know.
Oh, hi.
There
It's-
you be.
It's you again. Oh.
Me. Don't
Oh,
look
good.
so
That's
excited.
about all the time that we have for today. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Now that's hostile.
I don't give a shit.
That's even more hostile.
How about this one?
Wow.
2 trees, one fell and a branch grew.
That is just so beautiful. It's just anyway. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are viewing this. Our podcast number 73. Everything and nothing. Everything and a big move. Here we go. Anyway. I got the moves. I got the moves. I got the moves, man.
You got
Yeah.
the moves. You got the moves. You got the grooves. You know how to get the day flowing, baby.
I get the job done, man. Yeah.
All right. See you later, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
But wait, there's more.
We're on
Anyway,
our way out. Okay.
I never tried it that way. That's a whole new way of looking at things.
A whole new way. You're coming
So,
in and you're going out
it feels better this way for some. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm just
because you're
drawn
used to it.
to that direction. I don't know why. So anyway, how are we?
We is good.
We good?
Feel good so far. It looks kind of like cloudy out, so it pissed me off a little bit because I thought the sun was going to shine today and it's not. How's it in Jersey?
It's just joyful. Yeah, it's supposed to be warmer today, which is nice on this last day of March 2022, March 31st. I'm kind of excited because, you know, springing is approaching, you know, slowly. Good to see green grass, flowers, more aminals running around.
Aminals. Aminals. We love aminals. We love aminals.
We do. As I often tell people, animals are the best people, and they go, ah, oh. It's true. They are. They're like, oh, yeah. You know, so, but
they are.
Well, you look lovely today as usual.
Thank you.
All full of vim and vigor.
As you're all semi-shaved up and new hairdo.
No, I'm just my regular disheveled self.
Cleaned up a little bit, perhaps.
What are you saying? I wasn't clean before? What do you mean we're talking about?
I would tell my husband, don't you fucking shave? Don't you like what is this? See, you guys have it easy. You just shave a little here, shave a little up here, get dressed and put a little cologne on, and that's it. You're handsome, you're nice, you're set for the day. No, women have to go through a whole fucking spiel. Don't know what shoes to wear. That shoe doesn't match those pants. That pants don't fit. I feel too fat today. I am fat, but I feel fatter. The bra don't fit. The boobs are big. The one is sagging, one is high. The other one's low. The arms are big. The fucking nails aren't done. The jewelry needs to match. Everything. It's annoying. It's annoying. And the hair and the makeup. Do I wear it? Do I not wear it? Do I put a hat on? Do I not put a hat on? Today I got bangs.
Whatever.
To cover my Montana-sized forehead.
Well, see, it's not that
slope.
It's not that, you know, I lost my hair. It's just that my forehead grew, and it just grew over to the back of my head, you know. And people who haven't seen me for like many years, they go, whoa, you know. And I get this, you know, they look at me and they go, you know, it's like, you want a better look? Here, just take a, just look at the whole thing. You want to touch it, and wish you had a watermelon, but the best tables have marble tops. That's what I always tell them.
That's a very good way of looking. But you know what? I think it's you that has the problem with being bald. You probably
because
no, I know you had a full head of hair. It bothers you. Today's day and age, the guys are shaving their fucking locks.
Don't care. Don't care. As much as you complain about having bangs, I miss bangs. The only bangs I get is when I walk into a wall, I trip over something and I crash into a piece of furniture. It's only bangs I get, but
I wouldn't be able to picture you with hair right now. I just don't think it would fit you.
I'm going to get a hair system. I used to have one, actually. They're not toupees. They're called hair systems. I actually had one when I was going bald.
You don't need a system. Just stay with a bald fucking head. Please.
I wore it for like an hour outside in public, and that was it. And then I put it away. I said, nah, I can't do it. Can't do it.
That's so fucking fake looking. No.
Well, I was encouraged by a couple of agents when I started acting in New York.
That's different. You're acting, so they probably wanted to part with somebody with hair.
Yeah, and I had hair. We said it was thinning, and they would go, "Your hair is a little thin on the top. Maybe you should do something about that." Oh, thank you very much. And maybe I should punch you in the fucking head. How's that? No, but
that's what you should have said. You should have.
That sounded hostile.
You should have said, and you know what? I don't like the way you look or your fucking brother for that partner.
No, he had his girlfriend standing next to him. But
I don't like that bitch.
But, yeah. Oh, forget. Now I know kind of what women always talk about. I went to this one audition years ago, and at that time I was a little more slender than the massive tonnage that I carry around now. Anyway, and so I went to this audition, and the casting director says, "Just take off your shirt, please." And I was okay, so took off my shirt, and he went, "Oh, very nice. Okay, thank you." And I was like, I felt violated, and and so then they cast me in Deep Throat 7, and my career just started. From there,
It might start again just because you said that. So
they kept saying, "You got to bring in the zoom lens. This is going to be a difficult shot." It's like, not further. Come on, we got to get real close. Anyway, but yeah, it's just funny how I thought about that. Scarred my soul, those experiences. But anyway, are you changing the I can't even talk. The pictures on the wall? I was gonna say photo, but the painting in the frame on the wall, is that different?
No, that's my dad's. No, that's always been there.
Huh. I didn't notice that. I always noticed the clock. I didn't notice the painting.
Yeah, that's my daddy's painting.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, I know why, because your head was in the way. That's why I didn't see it the other time. Okay. All righty. You have some nice chinaware behind you.
There ain't no china behind me. What the fuck are you looking at?
Well, it's got a kettle and cups and stuff.
Yeah, there's like my homemade vase and
your vase,
little basket, and another.
Why don't you say vase? It's a vase. Oh, it makes it better.
My coffee machine and
coffee. That's
my cups.
Your coffee maker is like your pacemaker. You got to have that. Without that, you don't fucking function.
And my glasses and my little pail for my
garbage pail.
Yeah, actually, it's for potatoes, but I put a little bag in there and I put my pods and my sugar things in there and make it a little garbage pail.
That is so cute. That is just so.
Isn't it?
It is.
It's so neat. It's adorable. See, it's for potatoes. But I make it into my garbage. See?
Thank you. I needed to see that. That was really.
You You did.
Yeah, all right.
You did. As the world needed to see. This is how I make.
Thank you. All right. I'm not going to show you my garbage can. Never mind. But
No, we don't need to see the poo-poo onesies.
how did you know I put those in there?
Diapers! I'm kidding. Oh, God help us all, everyone.
True. True.
So, trying to think, all week I think about, oh, we got to do the podcast next week. Oh, I'm going to think of a topic to talk about. Oh, I'm going to mention this and I'm going to mention that. I'm going to put on a show tune and I'm going to sing. And then when I get here, I'm like,
Yeah. Let's talk about yeah, well, I have to admit, I get a little gun shy because there's always people that are gonna enjoy hopefully what we talk about. Other people can have opinions, get offended. And we have to, I guess, allow for that. And I'm not looking to cause conflict.
right.
I do joke a lot about a lot of things, and sometimes I go too far, as I'm often told. What the hell do they know? But it's I think it's important to have difficult discussions because we're not all going to agree, but we have to be able to talk, within disagreement. And I think we've lost that. I think we touched on this before. Like the big thing that came up. All my friends are texting me and they're calling me about the I think it's a shame what happened at the Oscar awards, and I think the whole thing is it's sad. That's just my opinion. I think what Hollywood or the film industry has become, I think it's degraded. It's become more foolish, silly, pathetic. And similar to politics, there's corruption in all these systems, industries, the film industry, the government industry, if you want to call it that. It's sports. How sports, especially look at football. The money that people make, and what I didn't know. This is what shocked me. It shows my ignorance, but and I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. Hello. Proud member though, because of an achievement. However, that 28 people at the nominees, all the 28, whatever, they got these very expensive gift bags, these complimentary bags. And the amount of money, what is in those bags, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Money goes to money.
The amount, yeah. Apparently 50 people get them at the Grammys. And they don't even tell that, they haven't even published what's in that.
They're clearly worth over 150 grand a basket.
Yeah. That is disgusting.
Money goes to fucking money.
Yeah.
It's like I said, they already have enough fame and fortune. They have more money in their fucking accounts that they don't even know what to do with it. Some people don't know how to spend it. So what do? They go on fucking drugs, they kill themselves, and they lose everything they got.
And I hear what you're saying. And again, people are going to react, but it's fine. It's just the thing about celebrities.
People are going to react, but you're giving more attention and more, like we listen, we all do it. When a new movie comes out, we're so excited. I'm guilty. I want to go see it. You don't think that in the same frame, like you're paying a lot of money to go sit in a movie theater with your children, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband. It doesn't matter. But it's a night out, you want to enjoy it. But that money is also supporting these people.
Well, personally, and I understand people want entertainment. I haven't gone to movies in years for my own personal reasons. And, I still involve myself in acting projects. I'm not pursuing it as full time as I did years ago. However, I still love the work and I learned a lot. I'm still learning. However, it's just the corruption, just like with the government, you know, and I've overlooked a lot of things, and you know, the price of what fame and fortune brings, and the consequences of it, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not.
No, and there's
Uh,
always a scandal behind everybody's story.
And
Always.
the problem is it gets advertised. The only difference between a celebrity and a non-celebrity is that the one person is advertised. That's it. That's what makes them a celebrity. You know,
Right.
their opinion all of a sudden means something on a topic. They have probably no clue what they're talking about, but because they are known and their
Right.
name is advertised, people are
That's
going to
it.
pay attention to it.
That's it. And but those are the people that just keep getting more attention and more attention. And then you have, but this is, it's so weird how people could actually build up their, which is fine. Listen, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor too.
Sure, I
also
get that
wanted to be a
because
singer. I wanted to be a
storytelling.
dancer.
Yeah, and that's what made me, you know, feel
But
compelled
as
to go.
time has progressed and as time has gone by, and with all the shit going on in this world, now I'm not talking about just wars and all that, everything. Celebrity life, we already know it's hard enough. It ain't always what it's cracked up to be. It's hard being a celebrity today. It is. Does all
Of
that
course, there are
money
pressures
mean
that
anything? No, because some of them aren't even happy.
you lose your anonymity, and a lot of people, you're never going to get that back. And a lot of people, that's something we can't relate to. You know, anywhere you go, people are going to be, you know, giving you a lot of attention, and over time, obviously you don't want it. So there's that.
Right.
There are
It
other
ruins
pressures.
your
You know, I mean,
relationships.
huh?
It ruins relationships most of the
Sure it
time.
does. Sure it does. And yeah, I get it. You know, storytelling has always been a powerful, powerful experience ever since, you know, people told stories around campfires, you know, and you know, the movie industry, entertainment is really just an expanded version of telling a story around a campfire, where
Yeah.
it's a communal experience and people enjoy it, and they listen to stories and they see characters and they relate and they, you know, laugh, cry, get scared, you know, get turned on, they learn something, you know, all those things, all those reasons why people, you know, enjoy entertainment and watch it. But yeah, so I didn't see it, but everyone's been like, what do you think about this? You know, a lot of them, because they know, you know, I'm an actor, and
Did you even
I
watch
just
it?
saw some of the blurbs. Huh?
Did you even watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. No, I never watch it.
No, not the
But
show itself. Did you see the
no,
clip?
no, I didn't see
Why
it.
wouldn't you see the clip? They're all talking to you about it. Why didn't you just, it's
Because
like,
they described it enough to me. I felt like I
no,
saw it. The way they,
you know, in order to talk about it, honestly, you need to see it. I don't care what
I
your
don't think
friends
so.
say.
I mean, what happened should not have happened for several
It
reasons,
shouldn't
but
have, but
you
before
know,
you
it's
can actually give critique on it, you actually have to see the footage, see what he did, and see how Chris Rock had to stand there and how he took it.
no, you told me that. Other people said the same thing. But the point is, look at the facts of what happened. Number one, why was that allowed to happen? And what is the aftermath of this? Are there going to be any repercussions from this? Probably not a lot. You know, and why is that? You know, I mean,
Well, they said Will Smith apologized. I don't even see that. I saw the whole apology from Chris Rock. And in my honest opinion, listen, then I saw a video about how somebody brought out how they feel bad for Jada. He brought up about her, you know, people have to know body language and what it means. And I get it. I saw a little bit of what he was talking about, how at one point she was relaxed, and when somebody shows their neck and they're sitting back, and you know, and then when he said that joke to her, she literally got straight up, she put her hands together, and it's a sign of like stress and nerves. She started like,
well, yeah, of course. But the point is,
but she
this,
rolled her eyes and gave him a dagger, like at the same time. She's known for her attitude, badass attitude.
but and what, they probably had a relationship in the past, and they have an open the Smiths have an
Or
open
she had
marriage
a
and all.
problem in the past. Somebody else might have made fun of her, or whatever the
Well, there's
case,
layers of their relationship. There's a connection there. It's not just that they were
I get
complete
it. It might have
strangers.
hurt her a little bit, but a lot of things hurt everybody. A lot of little words hurt everybody. I could say something to you and I might have hurt you thinking I'm joking. You have probably said shit to me that hurt me, but we're friends enough that we could talk about it. He's a
Well,
professional comedian. Nobody was more insulting than fucking Rodney Dangerfield, Andrew Dice Clay, what's his name? The bald guy, with Dean Martin.
Don Rickles.
Don
Well,
Rickles.
you're talking about very diverse comic styles, but however, the point is there's lines I think that people cross when it comes to stand-up comedy, and people can dissect what those are, you know. But that's another thing that's become more and more, you could say, risque, or more and more, what you want to say, obnoxious, offensive. They keep pushing the line. You know what comedy was, you know, 50 years ago, and what it is
Right.
now. It's like night and day.
Anything that happened back then compared to today is,
You know, so how far are you going to go? You know, it's not going to, I don't think they're going to scale back much, really. I mean, it'd be interesting to see, and someone else brought this up, like when there was the wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl with,
Janet Jackson.
yeah, you know, and the big, you know, brouhaha that came of that, you know, the reaction to that. And, you know, so what safeguards are they put in place so that wouldn't happen again, you know, during a, you know, an event. So what are they going to do next year? They're going to put security, you know, around the stage, or they're going to give people, you know, limits to, you know, say, listen, don't do that, you know. But still, it's not going to change the industry. You know, when you have that much freedom and you have that much notoriety, of course it goes to your ego, and of course you think you can, you know, you can say a lot of things that normally people wouldn't.
Right, but it's like
respect.
for year after year, there was always a joke towards somebody, and some totally more offensive than what Chris Rock said to Jada. All he did was say G.I. Jane because she shaved her head.
Yeah, I know.
He
Yeah.
meant Jada, G.I. Jane, you know. And Will Smith laughed at that moment. She made the eye roll, and then within 2 seconds, he got up, cracked him, and mortified Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to me, none of that made any sense. He either had so much anger build up before that, maybe he saw his wife's, and I get it. You want to defend your partner. That was too much to me. At that point,
Now-
we knew each other for years. Why not bring him aside and say, not for nothing?
Now,
I reckon you do it in private.
Now, speaking of, and ironically, so he wins the award, and they give him a standing ovation on top of that. You know, so it's almost like, wow.
It was okay to do what you did.
Yeah, you know,
Pride
and
and stuff.
yeah, and it's just the hypocrisy is anyway.
Those are the
So-
same people that cheered for him that are fucking talking trash behind his back. And it's the truth. And
Yeah,
so
well-
just, you know, why? Because you feel it's the occasion, so you had to. The same way he felt he had to crack the guy in front of fucking thousands of people and all over. And everybody's
Yeah.
going, oh, it was staged. It definitely was not staged because you could see it all over Chris Rock's face. His whole, wow, like he didn't even know like where to go at that point. And I give him so much credit. Listen, I loved Will Smith. This bothered me a little bit. I cannot believe he did that. And I get it. You want to defend your wife, but you did worse than what Chris Rock said to your wife. You just did something worse. You gave more people a chance to totally think bad about you.
And don't forget, she let him do it.
She didn't even stop him.
She didn't stop him. She
And-
could have said, sit down, you know, so she's part of it too. She's not
She
innocent.
has that way about her, which is bad.
Yeah. So it's like she let it happen. Yeah, so
I met the woman in public, and God forgive me, I don't know her personally, but I've seen interviews with her. I've heard from a lot of other people. I've seen shit on TV. She's not very nice.
all right, well, you're not shocking me. I think a lot of these people are just not what you think they are.
They're
You
not,
know,
no, but
I
I'm
can
just saying,
vouch
she
for
has
that. Some people that I've met, but
that little
you know,
badass, I'm fucking above you attitude, and my family is above you attitude. No, 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 it doesn't work that way.
when people try to act that big as compared to others, they really reveal how small they really are. But unfortunately, they have all the accoutrements of success and fame and all that. So
Right,
they hide behind that and people look up to it.
right,
Anyway,
they
I
don't.
think we should change the channel, pun intended, because I'm getting an upset stomach. But that was one thing. I appreciate everything you said, but I think that was one thing that's been, you know, I still get people still texting me and say, by the way, what do you think about this? And I'm like, you know, yeah. You know what was that phrase? You know what hell is? Hell is other people. Well, they say, you know, but by opposite, what's heaven? Heaven can be other people too. It's just which people are those?
I believe we're living in hell right now.
Yes, I agree with that. That's a very, very, very
I believe
profound
this is our
statement.
hell.
Yes, we are the devils. There is no devil. We are the ones. Our dark sides are what's the evil. There is no, you know, Satan that runs around. I'm going to get a load of mail about this one. We talk about religion, but I am very happy to entertain any comments about religion. Healthy discussions, by the way. Anyway, so much for that. Shut up, Damien. Oh, sorry. It's my son. Clean up that pea soup too, you.
Oh.
But anyway. Take a breath.
Yeah, you look a little bit aggravated. I don't know if it's something I said or the whole.
No, it touches on a lot of things, but no, it was just it's relevant. It just happened, you know. It's what people are talking about. But you know, maybe sometimes we can touch on politics. I'm trying to steer clear of political discussions. I'm talking really good today. Political worldwide topics. Taking a little break of that too, because I find myself getting so caught up, you know, with the news, the feed on my phone, and I'm going through it, and you know, when you really look at what's happening in the world, you get really angry. You know, it's awful what's happening, what's always been happening to people in the world, and I'm grateful, you know, for my life. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful to be living where I am. Very fortunate compared to so many other situations in the world. And that sounds, I don't sound like it's a cliche, but you know, it's sometimes I get speechless. I think we talked about that. I remember I talked about the video that I did about the war and reposted that, and it just brought me to tears. I just cried like a baby when I just see the suffering of some of these people. It's just, and
But hearing about it and looking at it and watching it,
Yeah.
and you hear from friends and you hear from family, and you go to work and you hear about, and I get it. It's part of what's going on around us, or, you know, and that to me is enough. By watching it hours upon hours on the news and going on your news feed or going on social media, and to me, it's not neglecting what's going on. I fear seeing that puts more stress on people.
there has to be a balance, because I realize that, you know, after reading all these different articles or I'm so agitated and I'm so angry, and I think this is why a lot of people.
It's like it's stress towards you. I mean, thank God we're okay, but we'd like a little better situation going on around us personally.
Yeah.
What's going on in the world is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And when it's out of our hands, like when there's really not much we could do, we're watching it, and me anyway, it bothers me because I'm like, I wish like I could just get up and fucking go there and grab half of these families and take them home and
Yeah, right.
animals and all this shit. It's like it's out of our hands, but yet we're sitting here biting our nails and crying and worrying, and we don't even know them. I mean, and you don't have to know anybody to feel something.
Well,
But
I remember, this is what I think.
all that is great also, but at the same time, you don't even know where your fucking money's going. It's like,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I think we've been so desensitized also by the media, by television, because I remember as a kid when the Vietnam War was going on, and my parents would watch the news.
taking you with me.
Yeah, every night, and then they would at the end of the newscast they would post the names of all the soldiers killed.
Right.
The names just would be scrolling down the screen.
And that's sad.
And then it became night after night, and it was like, all right, how many dead? No, how many dead? How many dead? And it just becomes just. And I just, that was my experience as a kid.
Yeah.
It was just. It was numbing. It made it. I don't know where to describe it.
It's sad. It's just very sad.
And then growing up and then seeing, meeting the people that came home from the war, and I had friends that had fathers that fought in the war and came home as totally different people, and and the devastation that caused, in their families, and within my friends, and how they were raised differently when their father came back from the war. Some of them, it really made it a different reality.
Of course.
So, are we putting in 45 creams and 17 equals?
No, you know what?
Get comfortable. Relax.
I am. Mind your business.
Okay, good.
Sorry, folks, but we all know how much we love coffee and something. I love this. So
I only have usually 1 cup of coffee throughout. Thanks for asking. Throughout the day, but it's.
I don't care. I didn't ask you.
It's just, you meant to. You forgot. But it's just starts in the morning and it goes up till about now, and I'm pretty much at the end of my coffee. But that's
cool.
it. No, it stays in a nuclear container where this will be hot till like next Tuesday. And I
have one of those. Doesn't stay hot till next Tuesday.
What the hell is that? Was that growling?
It's my Keurig.
Sounds like it's Satan. Speaking of Satan.
Anywho. I put some fucking liquor in here this morning.
Is it too early for a beer? It's only 11.
Never too early for a beer. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so that's how I look at shit.
All right, good.
You want it? You got it. I need it. That's right. You want it? You got it.
Oh, in the little pail. There we go.
My little pail. My little stirrer.
All right. So why don't you just take a little moment there, and now where you're going? Jesus Christ, sit the fuck down.
My creamers away. That they fell all over the floor.
All right, here's Barbie cleaning now. All right. Next the vacuum will come out.
Don't be smart, okay? Sorry, folks, but some of us have to do what we have to do in order to get what we want.
You all done now? All right, enjoy that first sip. There we go. That's it. There we go.
I enjoyed it.
Life is good. There we go.
Life is good. I'm good.
That's
You're
good.
Good.
Good is good.
Everybody is
Try to be good.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Pretty eyes, right? Pretty eyes.
Oh, God.
That's for the car.
For the car?
Yeah. We stick them on the headrest. I have one, he has one on the passenger side, and that one's gonna go in the back. People actually think somebody's sitting in the car.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Hey, it's better than taking my head off and fucking strapping it to the fucking. Okay. Plus my forehead's too big, so.
I used to think years ago when they were selling those little props, like a severed foot, with a pant leg, you put it in the
Get out the
trunk, you
window.
close the
Trunk.
door, that used to be great until they made it a moving violation, 'cause it's a distraction. Like, it's a joke, get it? It's a
20
joke.
tickets because you had your foot out the fucking thing 20 times. I know. What happened to people? Come on. I mean,
Yeah. But
it's not a real foot. But anywho,
yeah.
so what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I fucking forgot. All these interruptions. I'm kidding.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
So what's on your agenda today, buddy?
Well, since you put it that way. Now, the usual, we do some writing.
Writing? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do writing. I have to do some practicing. A little behind on my piano practicing for my lessons.
The piano, I like that.
Piano, yeah. And I'm looking forward to doing some of that. And that's pretty much, divided up because I have different things I have to start writing. I'm revising the play for the trial reenactment story that we're looking to do in the fall with the arts center that we're forming.
Right.
I have scripts to put together to write for the acting workshop for next week, for Monday. And I have sections now to work on more chapters as far as revising for the novel. So I'm dividing up my time accordingly. So I try to get a little bit done in each area.
Mm-hmm.
And getting the practicing in, then I have students later. Anyway, and
Speaking of practice and piano and music, call me. I want you to hear, this is the ringtone that I have when you call. Call me.
Barbie,
Smart ass. Dial my number.
dial my number.
I
Barbie,
tried getting
don't
it to
lose
send-
that number. It's the only one you own.
Isn't that great?
Love it. I love it. I love it. Well,
Ain't
dial
that
mine. Dial mine.
That scares me. It's probably a regular. It's probably
It is. How did you know? Mother, don't. No.
the death of her. Is that Elvis a song? Wait.
No, it's a blues, Na 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 na.
Oh, I'm thinking of Elvis. My mama done told me.
Similar, but no.
Okay. See, that's what I thought.
Na 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 na.
You know, I liked Elvis. Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. Yep. Blues, baby, blues.
As Millie and a couple of my other friends, the ringtone they have for me is, of course, Snoopy, the piano. Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
wow. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Everybody knows I'm a big Snoopy fan.
Yes. How can you not be? Yeah. Cool. I'm glad you let me hear that. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I was trying to look for it. And then I was like, oh, I have to like log in, and I haven't logged into the specific app that you could pick your own ringtones and stuff. So I upgraded it, and it's like, oh, in order to get in to see your ringtones that I have for like I'm like, oh, I had to get the book again. Or I'd have to click on forgot password, and I'm like, I was like, forget it. I'll just make it when I'm like on fucking line or something. Yeah, I know. Take the lazy way out.
I don't want the no. That's what my students are starting doing to me. I get so many kids, they have these reactions. Like anytime I try to, couple, not all of them, but a few of them, and I just try, wait, stop a second. They go, and I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm just telling, just wait, you're not doing it right. And I'm like, the fuck? I'm just like, God, you have these meltdowns, you know.
Too.
And of course, it's always on top of the piano. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, wonder what the parents are thinking. Oh, he's having his lesson. Isn't that nice? You know, it's just like, Jesus. You know, the one kid, I tell them, don't rock back and forth on the piano bench. It doesn't have wheels. It doesn't swivel. It's going to break. Right? You know, so, yeah. Okay. You know, so this one kid, he fucking wipes out. Woo! Yeah, you see the feet up in the air.
Oh my
God. You know, and I was like, oh, are you all right? Are you okay? You know, and then I don't hear anything. It's like, he's dead. Yes. Pay me for the lesson anyway. But
that's horrible.
Wait, he has a brother. That's all right. We'll just move on to the other one.
Maybe his mom and dad will want lessons.
Listen, they're young. Make another one. Come on. So he finally, he gets up. You know, are you all right? Yeah. All right. Well, you pick the bench up. You know, and sit down. You know, and then. Of course, the music papers flew all over the room. You know, I went up there. So, all right, you need to get your music papers. You know, can't find them. You can't find them. You know, and it's like, oh, they're under the piano. They went behind it. Okay, well, take your time. You know, get them all together. You know, and this is my favorite. Because then they got you know. So I said, did you hit your arm? Yeah. I said, did it hurt? You know, I went, good. And he was like, it's going to hurt for a few days. You're going to get a bruise, maybe even a scar. You know, and then it kind of just, you know, let's continue. We'll just work with
they're
one
listening
hand.
to you like, how does he know?
Right. You know, it's just like,
right.
So I just you know what? That hand's going to be broken. Anyway, let's just work with the other one for now.
And you still got to pay me, and you still got to pretend you're playing with your broken arm. Use one hand.
Yeah.
Cast is over.
Yeah. So, and actually, it's weird. You know, when I joke with, and some of the kids are cool. You know, when I say, let's do hands separately. You know, or sometimes the kids are getting a little nervy, and they say, well, you want to do it with one hand? I don't know. You want to do it? Well, two hands? Oh, I said, well, then play with your toes. So I'm doing it. Take off their freaking shoes.
Really?
Take your toes, and I said, when's the last time you washed your feet? Jesus. God, I never saw toes that were green before. I've never seen that. That's
wow. They probably pick their nose with their toes.
Oh, that's another one. I have got one who's a chronic nose picker. This is what and this is all, you know, obviously all on Zoom, but for now, he just doesn't stop. It's like, how are you conscious? I was like just grinding away, and I'm like, get
You
a
don't have them
tissue.
on social media, do you?
Are they on social media?
Do you have them or their parents on social media?
No.
Good, because after
Yeah,
this,
really.
you
Yeah, I
might
know.
lose a student. You're fired. No.
And my son does not pick his nose that much.
My husband does, but my son doesn't. All right.
Oh,
Actually, I
God.
pick it for them.
Yeah. And the kids are funny, and this is a great one where they always happen to talk about their parents, and I forget, I don't bring up these topics, but I forget how it comes up, but sometimes it'll always go around to, or they'll just blurt out, after my dad uses the bathroom, I can't go in there, and I'm just like,
Okay.
okay, this is a traumatic event you needed to share with me during your piano lesson, kind of a thing.
Listen,
It's just
let's face it. Come on, let's not get on this subject again. Who the fuck wants to go into a bathroom after anybody has taken a fucking dump? Or
I mean,
shit, I should say.
was I supposed to intervene on the child's behalf and tell the father,
Well, you know what? I don't even think you want to be in the bathroom after you take a shit.
well, no, after I use it, it gets remodeled immediately. So
Like everything starts disintegrating.
It gets a makeover right away.
That's Tommy. Like I could smell him from, and that's and he let all you hear from the distance. I could be right here at the table, so my bathroom is like right on the side where you see all those cloth things. It's right here behind this wall, and I'll be here, and I'll go, and sometimes I hear it. And then and I'm watching TV and I'm like, and I'll look away and I'm like, no, maybe it's just, oh my God. It's like, what the fuck crawled out of your ass? And then I hear him in the background going, like I hear him laughing. I'm like, that's not funny. I'm fucking sitting here. I'll get up, I'll go over, I'll go, oh my God, it's still lingering. This shit, and I always tell him this, it floats. It has its own name. It seeps from underneath the door and it goes all over the house.
It's like that. Remember that movie, the old movie, The 10 Commandments, where you had the mist, the angel of death crawling along the ground.
That's exactly what it is.
And then people just went,
goes through the door and you're dead.
they just died,
Yeah.
And we're killing more than just the firstborn here. Let me tell you, we're killing everything in its
funny,
path.
the cartoon when the fog came out and it had the two hands like the smoke and it grabbed your nostrils. And I feel like my body's floating in the air. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Living in the city dump.
So I did tell these parents, these fathers, listen, your kid tells me that you're really, the bathroom is a dangerous place after you use it. So you need to work on that. He wanted me to tell you, so, but
Don't worry.
That's all I could do, to help out, so.
What you should tell them is, listen, in my new contract, when the kids come to me now here face to face instead of virtual, we're gonna have to take extra money for that odor. Because if your kids use my bathroom,
I have to fumigate the house, right? I should have like it's like they should have to walk through like a human car wash, get cleaned up, washed up, dried,
Exactly.
come out so they're clean, and it's just like,
exactly.
Make sure they put their hands in like a barrel of handy wipes and wipe all their hands clean. Oh my God.
Little toxic.
So anyway. Yeah.
Well, listen. Wasn't the
Listen, I was terrible as a kid. Oh, I mean, listen, when I went to
As a
grammar
kid.
school, well, I'm still bad, but I what's better is I refined my technique so I can hide things a lot better. But when we were kids, grammar school, I went to Catholic school. Every June, the nuns turned us into a workforce where we cleaned the classrooms in preparation for the summer break. So
What were you, like in
no,
the army or something? Holy
it was,
shit.
well, this is Catholic school, of course, so it was less for the janitor to do. So what we did was the first thing they made us do every June, they made these little metal desks, with the wood top,
Yeah.
turn the desk upside down, and they gave us paint scrapers.
Oh,
And we had
wow.
to scrape all the dried boogers off the bottom of the desk and the gum and all this shit that was stuck there. So all you heard was
That's gross. That's just gross.
and the girls usually had more crud than the boys anyway, so
I believe that.
we didn't.
Women today aren't any better. You
No,
can go
but,
into a man's
know-
bathroom and it's fine. You go into a woman's bathroom, they're fucking disgusting.
No, the boys used to have contests. Look at mine. I got 75. Look.
Well, I can't believe the women don't, because it's horrible. Everywhere I go, everywhere, even the most nicest places. When I look at these women's bathrooms, I'm ashamed to say I mean, I know that's not me, but I look and I go, how were you brought up? And I
Who
see
knows?
some of them come out of the stalls. All are like fucking gorgeous. Great clothing. Like I look at some of these women as if I'm a lesbian. I'm sorry. They're beautiful. They dress to kill. They got expensive bags and if you go to open the stall that they were in, I'm like, wow. It bothers me because I'm like, so you're only worried about your appearance. Your fucking house must look like a dumpster.
Well, maybe at least the bathroom does. Oh, but
But
so
that's the most place that needs to be clean. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't, nobody's perfect, but I'm sorry, Chris, you're not a woman. I don't know if
Well-
your wife has been in many public, but every place that I've been, nice places and the women are
yeah,
the
well,
worst.
I know I can always do more cleaning around the house, which I know I really don't do. I'm very negligent. I mean, the bathroom is,
We're not
usually-
talking about you. We all neglect certain things.
well, listen, I mean, but I'll admit
In a
it's
public bathroom.
I get in trouble though. It's gotten pretty bad. I let it go. I mean, I know he had company. Her nephew was here, last week, and he went in. We haven't seen him since, so I don't know what happened, and I don't know. It's
You're an ass.
it's one of those things,
Mm-mm. Listen, no, sorry. I'm talking about being in a public place. I'm talking about being a woman. I
A woman.
don't find it to be, it just makes me wonder.
If
Sorry.
they had like a system where there's like a computerized rating
To me,
system.
there's no excuse. You have a fucking container there for garbage. You have one there to put something around the seat.
No, I'm saying
It's
they had a monitoring system where a computer system in the stall would say, you forgot to put that in the receptacle. You did not,
And do you
you
actually
did not
think
wash
women
your,
would care? They'd probably be like, fuck you, and they'd walk out.
but then you couldn't open the door.
They'd crawl underneath.
And let them crawl. It's like,
Crawl
you will
underneath.
not be released from the stall until you
Right.
complete these activities.
I find it horrible, disgusting when there's a sanitary napkin fucking thing for you to throw them in, and then they throw them on the floor, on the bowl. You gotta be kidding me. It's not even like the thing is full. I don't know. I don't get it. I think
Speaking of, did you hear about, I tell you about the two little brothers that go into the pharmacy. Brother's 8, the other's 5. And they go up to the counter, and the 8-year-old has a box of tampons, and he puts it on the counter. And the pharmacist says, have you used these before? Have you bought these before? And the older brother, 8-year-old, says, no, but I read on the box that if you use them, you can ride a bike and play tennis and go swimming. And my little brother can't do any of those things.
that's horrible. That's horrible.
But there you go.
Sure, his mom and dad were proud.
Now you too can become an athlete.
That's always a
So-
good one.
So, but anyway, well, it looks like we've approached our
Time.
time,
Yes,
and I've enjoyed this as always. Always good to connect and talk, and we hope that we'll have a rapport and a conversation style that will appeal to more people. Please like us even if you don't like us. Subscribe even if you don't want to. Just do it. Just do it. All right. Do it.
fair.
Do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You want to do it anyway.
Anyway. Well, guys, thank
That
you
worked.
for tuning in again to our podcast, which is
Thank you.
number 5. And
Allison.
we will see you next week.
Very good. Looking forward to it. All right.
Be
See you
good.
soon. Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.